Hello and welcome back to Sociology. So this next section we are going to talk about the types of the sociological research. There are four basic types of sociological research: exploratory, descriptive, explanatory, and evaluative. And I want to take a second to make sure that we're really clear between the methods and the types. So these are the types of sociological research. There are methods of sociological research, which we're going to look at in just a second. So exploratory research is typically used to explore some new social phenomenon. The investigator may examine a new program, group, process, activity, or situation. The exploratory studies are challenging to conduct. Descriptive research describes social reality or provides facts about the social world. All descriptive studies share the goal of providing data on social facts. A social fact may be an attitude, law, or statistic, ideology. All descriptive studies answer questions about who, what, where, when, how, often, and how many. So descriptive research really looks at cultural scripts, right? So these social attitudes. Explanatory research attempts to explain why things are either do or do not happen. Explanatory research, the investigator is interested in determining what drives causation. So what happens to make something else happen. For example, an explanatory study would not only report that more education leads to higher income, but would also report the reasons why this is so. Evaluative research measures how well a program or project works. So there are steps that are involved with evaluative research: specification, measurement, analysis, and recommendations, outcome evaluations, and field experiments. If you want to do an evaluative type of research, then you need to think about what program or what project is already in motion and what you want to look at. Are you looking at rehabilitative projects? Are you looking at projects to help recidivism rates? Are you looking at transitionary projects from rehab or correctional facilities to everyday life? Are you looking into programs that help for from transitions to military life to civilian life? Are you looking at Medicaid projects? What are you looking at? So then we see occupational and personal uses of sociology, right? So sociology is not just for sociologists, but really sociology can be used in any kind of profession that you can think of. So there's academic sociologists, professional sociologists, non-sociologists in the workplace, and non-sociologists in society. Just as a quick heads up. And then this next part, we are doing the method. So we just did the types of research, and now we're doing methods. So the first method is observational studies, right? So I'm going to do something that I can observe. There's the method, the application, advantages, and disadvantages. So the method, it has to be in a laboratory observation, or it could be in a natural field observation, or it could be a participant observation. You can use case studies, group behaviors, community activities, or other cultures. The types of method or the types of research that you can use are explanatory, descriptive, and evaluative. The next is a survey. If you want to do a survey, includes questionnaires or interviews. This is the study of non-observable attitudes, opinions, and values. This helps us to record public opinion. This works with market research or census taking. You can use explanatory, descriptive, and evaluative. Pardon me. The next is experimental designs. It's going to be very difficult for us to do experimental designs in our current course because we have limitations of time and resources. So not many of us will be able to do this, but if you are interested in doing so, please let me know and we can work on it together. So this is an experimental or control groups, and it can either be in the laboratory or field setting. For the course, for our course, it most likely will have to be in a field setting. So we're going to comparison of two groups of workers, and then you can use explanatory, descriptive, and evaluative. So really within a experimental design, you're going to choose the types of variables that you want to control and what you want to find, and then you're going to be able to try to recreate those same scenarios. Method 4 is secondary analysis. So this is everything that we can return to without the author being present. So historical records, official data, public records, mass media, data banks, movies, poetry, books, art, pretty much anything. So you can use explanatory, descriptive, and evaluative. It is for historical studies. It permits the analysis of content of communications and allows observations of trends and changes over time. So this next part, we're going to look at the ethical issues of sociological research. So when conducting sociological research, there's a number of things that should be considered. Some of them, when considering ethics, the participants need to be voluntary. No harm should come to participants, and participants must be informed of all risks. These are some, not all, the requirements. If you are going to do an experiment, generally you have to have an IRB, which is an institutional review board, which is made up of a group of people, interdisciplinary, that make sure that your research is benefiting the community and not harming anyone. Cool? All right, and that's it, and I'll see you next time.